49 lakhs. That's what this new Tiguan R Line costs. That's about 10 lakhs more than what the older Tiguan costed. And I don't know about you, but I'm having a hard time figuring out where that extra money's gone. So naturally, I did what any sane person would do. I bought myself a black board. But before we get to audit what it is lacking, let's see what it is packing under the hood. 2-litre TSI engine, 7-speed DSG, 4-motion all-wheel drive, and if that sounds familiar, that's because it is the same powertrain as the old Tiguan with an extra, or actually 10 extra shots of vitamin horsepower. Can you tell? I guess if you roll the two back to back you could, but in isolation, the Tiguan, as it always has, still feels more than adequate. There's more low-end grunt than you'd expect with a turbo petrol, and sure, the top-end performance won't make your eyes go wide, but it's still more than enough to keep those Fortuners as a small white speck in your rearview mirror. To get the best out of engines like this 2-litre TSI and deliver superior performance, Castrol Edge SUV engine oil claims to offer 80% improved high-load performance. This advanced, fully synthetic engine oil is BS6 ready and provides more power and better on-demand acceleration. And like before, the Tiguan truly shines on long stretches of road at triple-digit speeds. You get the sense that it could sit at 170 on the Autobahn all day long, sipping espresso and humming Taylor Swift while it's at it. And it makes our 120 km/h limits feel like kindergarten napper. And it's at these speeds that you finally get to feel where some of that extra money has gone. DCC Pro. It's essentially a way to actively control your dampers, and if that sounds like rocket science to you, don't worry. Basically, in sport mode, it stiffens up the ride and reduces body roll so you can drive like a lunatic. And then in comfort, it gives you the compliance to deal with our bad roads. Still, it has that classic German stiffness to its ride, no thanks to its 19-inch rims. But like a firm handshake from your father-in-law, it almost never feels uncomfortable. Almost. Speaking of uncomfortable, now would be a great time to bring out that blackboard and find out exactly what's missing. Panoramic sunroof, check. Digital cockpit, check. Heated seats, not sure who asked for this, but it's a check. Ventilated seats, pretty much everyone has been asking for, and no, that doesn't have it. Power tailgate, nope, doesn't have it again. Keyless entry, no, doesn't have it again. 15-inch screen, yes, check. ADAS, check. Lots of hits and an equal measure of misses then, I'd say, but there is more. The climate control controls, for example, are hopelessly complicated with these touch-sensitive sliders, but you do get a multifunction knob in the center for controlling your volume and your driving modes, and while the massage function is basic, it is still a welcome feature on a long road trip. This then is a German SUV with German priorities: performance, ride, handling, technology, and maybe a sprinkle of equipment from 2012. But let's not forget that this is a German SUV coming to us fully built from the United Kingdom, which, as past experience suggests, could mean lots of trouble with availability of spare parts and the price of those spare parts. So, at 49 lakh rupees, you get an SUV that looks really very good. It drives superbly and has an interior that feels truly special with the sports seats and the Alcantara inserts, even though you might get an arm pump every time you adjust said sports seats. For me though, none of the feature misses are an outright deal breaker on their own, but put together, along with the price tag and the existence of the Skoda Kodiaq, means that the Tiguan R Line actually satisfies a very small niche. It's honestly sad to see what was one of the most practical purchases back in the day turn into a fairly emotional one in 2025. Still, I'm glad Volkswagen is at least bringing these global products to India today, even if it's just so enthusiasts like us can buy them used tomorrow. Oh, and speaking of global Volkswagen products that cost a lot of money and I would like to buy used tomorrow, the Golf.